What's up, this is MLB Talk 123. The Rangers have definitely made a splash yesterday getting Koji Uehara. Excuse me if I pronounce that name wrong. I have in the past. But they really helped their bullpen alive. Their bullpen has been a huge issue for them this year. Natali Feliz has struggled, not been himself. He's been injured, and all that. And their relievers really have not been lights out at all. So, really, their bullpen has from a minus, and now it's to a plus. They acquired Uehara yesterday, and a few minutes ago it was reported that they acquired Heath Bell. And as a Cardinal fan, I was very upset about that. Just disappointed. I know there's not that big of a chance that the Cardinals get him because of what it would take to get him, but I would just love to see the Cardinals acquire Heath Bell. But anyway, then the report was retracted, and it was actually that the Rangers acquired Mike Adams. I like that deal even better for the Rangers. The Heath Bell would cost them three pretty good prospects. This cost them two. Um, so kind of pick your poison there, and they're hopefully expect Natali Feliz to be back to himself. And then they have Mike Adams and Koji Uehara in the seventh, eighth inning. Really have a solid bullpen now. They come from a minus to a plus, and these guys, the big thing is these guys are controlled through 2012. So 2012, they're going to have some big name free agent relievers out there. But the big thing for the Rangers is it's just not a 2-month rental for these prospects. It's for another whole year. So it'll help them win now, hopefully get to the playoffs, and then help them have a good bullpen next year. So this is a big deal. They traded right-handed pitcher Mike Adams, who's had the third lowest ERA in the major league this year, like a 1.13 ERA. And he's 7-2 over the last few years as a relief pitcher. I think he's 2-0 this year. Now, the deal is here, it's just a huge deal. They're dealing away pitching prospects Joe Weiland and Robbie Erlin. Erlin is their number 4 rated prospect from Baseball America preseason. And Joe Weiland is their number 22nd pitching prospect overall from Baseball America, rated before this season. Now, Mike Adams, though, he has the second lowest ERA in the NL and the third lowest ERA in the major leagues. He has been one of the most premier relievers in the game the last few years. For a while, I didn't think they were going to deal Mike Adams because the asking price seemed to be higher than Bell. Now it's not, it seems to be. Bell is going to require 3 prospects most likely, and I think the Rangers are kind of balking at that price. And for them, though, to have Natali Feliz and hopefully get him back to what he was last year and what he can be, for them to get 2 eighth-inning guys that are going to be controlled through next year, I think is better than just getting Heath Bell for 2 months. You get Koji Uehara, excuse me if I pronounce the name again wrong, and then you get Mike Adams. So those guys are such a dominant 1-2 punch in the 8th innings and 7th innings if must be. But really the main thing is their bullpen is so much better now. A huge deal for the Rangers. Now let's talk a little bit about the prospects. Well, Adams also he turned 33, so he's a little bit up there in age, but he has not shown any signs of wearing down. He is still in his prime, and he is a great reliever. Now, let's talk about a little bit the prospects. Here we go. Erlin has been promoted to Double-A. A few months ago, he's combined to go 8-4 with a 3.34 ERA. He struggled a little bit in Double-A, but he was just on fire in High A, so he'll get used to Double-A, and probably those numbers will go down before the season is over. He was selected by Texas in the 3rd round of the 2009 draft, if you remember that. He's made 19 starts with the High A team and a few starts with the Double-A team here. Now, Weiland has combined to go 10-3 with a 1.80 ERA. Now, Baseball America, they mentioned how he could be a breakout candidate. He strikes out a lot of guys. He throws a lot of strikes, and he could definitely be a breakout candidate. He had a great August, and so last season. And so, this guy this year is 10-3, 1.8 ERA, 20 starts for the High A Myrtle Beach, and then Double-A Frisco. So the Padres obviously not really planning to win next season, but these guys are probably projected to make a difference in the next year after that. Who knows? Starting relief, they've made all their starts, so they're going to be starters probably, unless the Padres choose to go relief. I don't know, but these guys are right-handed and left-handed. I believe Erlin is a left-handed pitcher, and he's a left-handed pitcher, and he's just a great prospect, pitching prospect. So really, the deal here is the Rangers They didn't have to give up Martin Perez, though, left-handed pitcher. He's going to be great. And then they also didn't have to give up their top prospect, Profar, a shortstop. Obviously, they want to give a shortstop in this deal, but I'm just saying they didn't have to give up their 2 top prospects. They did have to give up number 4 prospect by Baseball America. Some rate him a number 3 prospect, though. And then their number 22nd prospect. So both of those pitchers have had very successful years. Weiland has had a really breakout year. His ERA is great. He throws a lot of strikes. So really, the thing is, Erlin left-handed pitcher. You know, he's very good, and he's had a great year. But Weiland, he might be a surprising, just a great ad for the Rangers. So, for the Padres, excuse me. So a good trade. The Rangers getting a top reliever, and then the Padres getting 2 very good pitching prospects. 2 instead of 3, though. So they get Mac Adams. They don't pay 3 relievers or 3 top prospects, though, for Heath Bell. So that's good. They didn't have to give up 3 prospects for that. But again, they get a top reliever. I'm pretty sure I'm just repeating what I said. Sorry, you distracted me. But anyway, big news there. The Rangers add Mike Adams. Thanks for watching. LB Talk 1, 2, 3.